Derrick Nnadi joins us here on the show. Derrick, good morning.
Good morning, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing great, my man. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Just a little rainy day in Tallahassee right now.
Rainy day in Tallahassee. You're getting ready for this big day of yours. A lot of scouts looking at you, projecting you in the middle of their defensive line. Obviously, when you play defensive line, both stopping the run and getting after the passer is a key. Which do you feel is your greater strength?
Honestly, I feel like my greatest strength is when it comes to stopping the run.
You are obviously highly touted because of that. And there's techniques to that. It's not just being a big guy in the middle of the line. You've got to do stuff to make sure that you are positioned correctly. What is the key component to stopping the run?
Oh, that's a hard question. There's a lot of things that comes into it. For starters, you got to get your pre-key reads. You got to figure out a lot of tendencies in the offensive line, especially, and, of course, the running back. You got to pay attention to, you got to know which direction they're going to be running towards. If you're going to be expecting a double team of some sort or wham block, all these things come together when it comes to stopping the run, as well as obviously getting your hands on the offensive line to maintain a gap.
It's a huge part of the NFL defense these days because everything can be so spread out and so many offenses are going to that spread out. And so the big men on the interior of the defensive line have greater responsibilities than ever because things aren't as compact as they used to be. Playing that position in the ACC at a high level, what did it teach you about trying to get to the next level and playing the interior of a defensive line at a high level?
Honestly, it just playing in the ACC, it just showed me how important my position is. Because if you really think about it, honestly, I just feel like my position is one of the most important ones on the field because it can really impact, honestly, a win or losing a game, depending on how long they could be throwing, how long they got time to throw the ball, or which gap they want to run the ball. Because it all starts right there. It all starts on the line, honestly, offense and defense.
Absolutely right. Derrick Nnadi joins us from Florida State, defensive tackle here on the show, highly projected in the upcoming NFL draft. How is your dog Rocky doing?
Oh, man, how did I know you were going to start saying that? I mean, he's doing good. Crazy day. His birthday coming up on Saturday.
Is that right?
Yeah. What
are you going to do for his birthday?
Man, I'm going to take him to the beach. 'Cause he got a little fear with water. So every time I try to give him a bath, there's always like a little fight. So I'm gonna take him to the beach, get used to the water, getting reacquainted with it, and maybe somehow he'll be more comfortable taking a bath.
Now you grew up near the beach, right? You grew up in Virginia Beach?
Yes, sir.
And so if you grew up near the beach, it's a little ironic that your dog would have a fear of the beach and of the water, right?
Yeah, but when I got him, he was in Georgia when I got him.
Oh, okay. So you just got to let him. Yeah, you just have to go in the water first and show him, hey, man, Rocky, I'm in the water. It's all right. Look, I'm a big man in the water. You can come with me.
Yeah.
What I love about you is that you like to have a good time. And you're actually a self-proclaimed great dancer. And we all love big man dances. So you get in the NFL. You scoop and score. There's a fumble on the play. You pick it up. You rumble into the end zone. Do you have a dance in your mind in the end zone, a touchdown dance, a big man touchdown dance?
I'm doing a snow angel. I'm not about to dance. I'm doing a snow angel.
That's a good one. Why have you settled on the snow angel?
Because it honestly depends on how long I'm running. If I'm running maybe like 20 yards, I'm all right. I might do something extra. But if I'm running like maybe 50, 40 yards, which is going to be a surprise, I'm just going to lay on the ground because I might be a little tired. I'm just lay there, do a snow angel, and just jog to the sideline. I've done my job.
That's fantastic. I love it. So it's cool because you, in the previous offseason, last offseason, getting ready for your senior year at Florida State, you wanted to cut weight, and so you were trying to get a little more slender, a little more slim, a little more athletic, and so you definitely went on a new diet. You cut out a lot of stuff out of your diet, fried foods, and candies and sweets and stuff. What was the toughest thing to give up?
Man, the crazy thing is the most thing I had to give up is because every year, well, all the time I go to this one spot about down the street from where I live, and I always get my conch fritters, crack conch and all that. I told myself I can't be going there all the time because, it's good, but ain't always that good for me.
Because conch fritters, for those that don't know, is delicious. It's got pieces of conch inside, like obviously a fritter, which is kind of like a cornmeal ball that's like deep fried, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and those things are nice, and you can also dip them in that sauce, the tartar sauce, whatever sauce they give you. But it's bread, it's deep fried, it's saucy. It's probably not the best thing for you.
Right.
But a conch fritter is really delicious. Have you had some in the off season?
Just one occasion when I first got back in town.
Nice.
And after that, I was like, I can't do it anymore just until, I'm really fully done with all my workouts and all of that.
No doubt. So let me ask you, last season at Florida State was a tough one for you guys. Obviously not the win that you would have expected, dealing with the injury early in the season to your quarterback. It was a tough road. What did you learn about yourself when you went through a season with unexpected losses like that?
Honestly, how I saw it, I was really just trying to how to deal with different changes. So it's just honestly just trying to stay consistent even though things are changing. And despite how the season ended up, I'm actually proud of how my teammates kept pushing forward even though things got really bad, honestly.
Yeah. You guys obviously had a lot of adversity, but, it's one of those things that I guess just makes you better when you go through things like that. You hope you don't have to go through it again, but everybody in their career goes through it at some point in time. You've averaged about 10 tackles for loss over the past 2 seasons, so you know how to get into the backfield. Is that something that scouts, coaches, or GMs have talked to you about as they've talked to you about going into the NFL, how to get into the backfield, how to disrupt backfields from an interior position?
Yes, as well as just things to improve my game when it comes to things like pass rush, a lot of just honestly when I get in contact with offensive linemen, things just a lot of technique, honestly.
Yeah. Is it true you could grow facial hair in 8th grade?
I did.
Now, is it like a legit mustache or just like those little wisps that, kids get when they
It was a legit mustache. It just kind of made me stand out that much more because I was a big dude. And knowing how I was when I was young, I didn't really talk much. So I was a big dude with a mustache. So they probably thought, oh, this kid got held back a couple years. What is he doing here?
Hey, yeah, you're 8th grade. You're a big kid. You got a mustache. Everybody is thinking you definitely got held back. You are definitely not 13 years old. You're probably 16 years old.
True, I was 18 years old, man.
Yeah. That's great. Florida State defensive tackle Derrick Nnadi joining us here on the show. He's projected to go pretty high in the upcoming NFL draft, so take a look at him and watch him. Also follow him on Twitter as well, @under his name. So check him out. Derrick, good to catch up, buddy. Thanks so much.